Okay, my levels are on, all that good stuff. I'm not in the center, but you know what? Fuck it, fuck it, we ball. Today is July 8th, 2026. My name is Tavari T for short, or Nomad, whichever you prefer to call me, and I'm afraid. I've come to a lot of realizations in the last few days especially, but I think over the course of my life the realizations have been there. Sorry, it's very hot in here, like in this garage right now and stuff, so bear with me here. Actually, basically, due to recent events in my life over the course of the last year and a half. Fuck, how do I even do this? December 8th, 2024, my life ended. Not in the I was resuscitated back to life at the hospital kind of way, but in a I stood at the ledge of the rooftop of the building I was living at and I was going to jump. Obviously, I'm here, so I didn't jump. I walked away. I didn't turn and walk away. I just backed up. And I feel like when I backed up, I had backed out of my body. And for the last year and a half, through many trials and tribulations of trying to be okay and trying to learn how to live, trying to be a person, even though I didn't feel like a person, I have finally walked back into myself, I guess is the best way to put it. And I'm afraid because I think I walked back into myself too late. I think I re-entered my body. I re-entered this timeline too late. Where now relationships that I hold dear to me, I feel like are fading away or have already faded, and I am the only one that just got the memo. Before the pivotal event, sorry, I'm fidgeting with I'm back to wearing my bracelet for my anxiety. Whenever I have really bad anxiety, especially socially, because that's really what it is, I fidget with this, so that's all I'm doing under my desk here. Prior to that event, I had this very serious issue with jealousy. And I told myself I never wanted to be jealous again. I never wanted to feel like this again. And I thought I had gotten over it. I thought I had healed from it. But recently, it's been back. And it's not the fault of anyone but myself. Because I think that my jealousy is rooted deeply in my abandonment issues. I was talking with my sister about everything that's transpiring in my life at the moment, and she pointed out I've been helping you work through your abandonment issues for the last 15 years of our lives together. And she's right. I am terrified of everything. I'm terrified of living my life. I'm terrified of letting myself be happy. I'm terrified of losing connections to people I found myself in this place for a long time and I just accepted it, but I found myself in this place where if I meet someone new, I immediately curate myself or some version of me to be the person that that person needs to mask, I guess is the right word, is to mask. And it's me, but maybe I'm funnier with this person, maybe I'm colder with this person, maybe I'm quieter with this person. I don't know. What I do know is that when I'm myself, I am quiet. I don't have a lot to say all the time. I'm more of a thinker than I am a speaker, and I worry that when I'm quiet, then the people that care about me or the people that love me will think something is wrong or will think that I'm uninterested in the conversation or anything like that. It's like, no, I'm just quiet. To my core, I'm just quiet. But I think my quietness is because I'm terrified that the words that come out of my mouth will have repercussions on the other person. The people I care about and the world and myself almost lost me because I didn't communicate the things I was dealing with. The love that was lost, the fear that was had. The self-deprecation that built up until it was ingrained in every fiber and every molecule of my being. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to continue feeling like I'm just running out of time to do and make my dreams happen. I don't want to feel like I'm running out of time to live my life. I don't want to feel like I'm running out of time. Hopefully y'all can't hear all that. Sorry, it's trash day. I don't want to feel like I'm running out of time. For everything. And I'm afraid that it's too late. That I missed out. I've lost everything I ever wanted that December in 2024. I wanted something different by April of 2025, and I know I did, but I was so afraid. I was so afraid, and I wasn't ready, and I knew that I wasn't ready, but I don't think that it was that I'm just not ready for this commitment. So no, I think I was afraid to let myself love that deeply again, love that hard again, to exist that much within someone. And from that time, I spent all of this time learning, growing, trying to be better, trying to be someone that I want to be. But I fell into the same patterns. I care about people more than I care about myself. I don't see my bed as often as I see a computer screen. I don't fucking sleep, is what I'm saying. I get maybe 4 hours a night, if I'm lucky. So why am I making this video? I'm making this video so that I can try to live out loud. I don't believe that loving a person, or just love in general, is this possessive thing. I don't believe like this is my person, this is my thing, no one else can have love for this thing. I don't believe that. I never have. No, I used to believe that, and then it changed, and then I didn't believe that. So why is jealousy coming back? And I know why. It's because I'm afraid to lose what I've been working so hard to get. I'm afraid to lose what I've been working so hard to be ready for. And maybe that's it. Maybe it's about you're never ready. Maybe that's it. You know, maybe you're never ready. But I didn't want to put who I was onto the person that I wanted most, or the people that I wanted most in my life. I didn't want to ruin what we could be. But again, I fell into my patterns. I fell into my neglect of myself, my self-sabotage, my abandonment trauma. I fell into all of it. I kept people within my life that were detrimental and were infecting me with their manipulation, with all of these things. And I tried to climb out of it. And everyone important to me said, this isn't good for you, and you know it's not good for you. And of course I know it's not good for me, but I looked at them and I said, but you need someone here for you. Because self-sacrifice feels noble. Like I have a paladin oath to take care of people and make sure that they're okay, and neglect myself. I'm tired of neglecting myself. I'm tired of being what everyone else needs me to be. I want to write. I want to film. I want to make movies. I want to write TV shows and be in writers' rooms. I want to do these things. And I lost ambition. I lost my spark when I walked away from that ledge, and I have been a shell of the man that I used to be, and just a far outreach echo of the man that I wanted to be. And now I worry that it's too late. So I am documenting this journey, not really for anybody else, but for myself. So I'll have a reminder for myself of, hey, this is where you were. This is where you started over again. My problem is that I hold on to things too hard. And sometimes I'm sprinting forward and I lose sight of the people that I'm supposed to be beside. Sometimes they're walking because they've been carrying the weight of everything that's been us for so long, and they feel like they've been doing it by themselves because I haven't been here. And I thought I was here. I was here. I was here. I was just afraid. I've been afraid my whole life. My fear of losing creativity. My fear of missing out. Not on things, but on people that I love. this channel is my next stepping stone. I'm gonna do cinematic vlogs about whatever, God knows fucking what. And I'm going to try to post a video every week, even if it's just me talking like this about what I'm dealing with and how I'm coping and stuff like that. And I have a psychiatrist. I don't know for how much longer I'll have a psychiatrist. I was planning to take a break and stop and all these things, but then I came back into myself, and now I don't know. So I have a psych. And I want to know who I am for once. I want to know everything that I could be. I know some of the things that I struggle with, and I want to get better and not struggle with those things as much. I want to believe that I don't have to struggle with those things alone, that I can do it with someone. I can grow and heal alongside someone that I care about. So I have started reading again. I've started watching anime again. I stopped after the incident because, again, I just haven't been myself, I guess, and I'm starting to do those things again. I'm gonna start meditating again. I'm gonna go back to studying philosophies and reading my Bible, and most of all, I'm gonna get back to writing because I haven't fully written something, and it feels like so long. But during this journey, I think I'll do it in a longer form video, like a short film. But I have picked up the Dakota from Miyamoto Musashi's Dakota. This is not my first time reading the Dakota. I couldn't find the version that I read before, so this one is... It has a bunch going on, but most importantly, what I have a gripe with is that it's not just the Dakota. It's like someone telling you background information about where this life lesson possibly came from and things like that. And I didn't really need that. I needed to hear his words and then interpret them the way that I needed to. But I will find a way to do so as I try to grow. As I try to find my way. As I try to live my life through the fear instead of being ruled by the fear. So it officially starts tomorrow when I start working on the script and all of that stuff, but today is my fasting day, so I will start reading and thinking and writing and everything anyway. I think I'm gonna call this series Nomad Alone. Both a reference to the Dakota as well as a reference to the episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender called Zuko Alone. So I need to grow, and I need to redeem myself, and I need to learn to let go. I need to learn to not hold on to things so tightly. There was an old Buddhist proverb from my time of studying Buddhism. I remember reading it, and I don't know who said it, so forgive me. It went along the lines, and this might be a bad paraphrasation, but it went along the lines of the tighter you hold water, or the tighter you grip water, the faster it rushes out of your hands. I feel like I've already lost the things that I want. And because of this fear, I'm holding so tightly to them, to people, to life, to these things. I'm holding so tightly that I feel like I'm pushing them out more and more. I feel like I'm forcing my biggest fear to come true. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to do that thing. So, welcome to Nomad Alone, where I, the nomad, learn how to live again. Learn how to start over again. I have said Irish goodbyes to people. They definitely deserved me giving them a proper farewell. But I knew in my heart that if I did, I would never say goodbye, because I hate goodbyes. So, my heart and my brain have been at war for over a year, since December 8th, 2024. I stepped back into my life July 5th, 2026. Today is July 8th, 2026, and I try to take the first step in reconnecting and introducing myself into my life, into reawakening myself. And this journey is for me. It's not a journey to become someone for the person that I love. It's a journey for me to become who I want to be. And I hope and I pray that when I become this new person, it still aligns with what I want. And I hope that that thing wants me back. I hope that that person wants me back. I hope that my dreams want me back. So the first law of the Dakota is to accept the world just as it is, which I believe is a mistranslation. I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I have been studying Nihonjin for a little bit of time, and when I look at this hiragana and katakana, I see something more akin to accept everything just the way it is. And I think that's going to be harder for me now than it was for me my first time going through this book. Because the way that the world is now is full of this fear and anxiety of I'm losing it all. And if I have to accept that I'm losing it all, I fear that I will make it come true. So, Nomad, Mari, T, all three of you that reside in my head. This is day one. I want to tell you that we're gonna be okay, but only you will know that. So, let's set our intentions. Our intentions going forward. Not for this indiscriminate time, but our intentions going forward to learn about ourselves, reinvent ourselves. I want to be kinder. I want to be gentler. I want to be more mindful. I want to be a good husband. I want to be a loving father. I want to cherish the little moments. I want to not be jealous. I want to not be afraid. I don't want to be afraid anymore. Okay. Accept everything just the way it is. I will see you in the next video. As a storyteller, I will say it like this. This is the prologue to Nomad Alone, the future short film. Essentially will be a block of video essays all combined. And hopefully by the end of the Dakota, by the end of these 21 principles, I will at least have my foot back on the path, and I will find my way.